With many schools doing virtual learning and others giving the option, it creates a tough situation for parents who have to work away from home. For many people of color and low-income families, returning their students to the classroom might not really be an option. According to the Economic Policy Institute, black workers make up 1 in 9 workers overall, but account for about 1/6 of all essential frontline jobs. So parents of color are less likely to be able to stay home and supervise their children while they learn virtually. Deaths from COVID-19 are disproportionately high in communities of color, and social justice unrest is taking its toll, leaving students of color exposed physically, mentally, and academically this year.
We may not be able to get the assistance or help that we really need to complete the assignments daily. So there's going to be some anxiety, of course, and there may even be some depression because skin color is something that you cannot change.
Vegas says these disparities not only put the students at risk, but their families as well.